and John Freestone. And your starter today is Alan Daintyth.
Number 7 of the Northwest Regionals 2022. Just to run through things for you, as we said, we're going to be starting off this morning with the 200 freestyle for the ladies. Then we've got the men's 50 backstroke. After that, we move on to the ladies 100 metres backstroke, and we finish the morning with the 1500 metres freestyle before we head to the finals. Yep, and as we said, once again a very good morning to everyone joining us live on YouTube. Hope you're nice and comfy at home, probably still in the pyjamas, eating your sausage sandwiches, you lucky devils. So hopefully we get the same action that we did yesterday. It was absolutely fantastic. As we said, if you are wanting to send in any good luck messages on Twitter, then you just put #SwimNW2022. And then leave a space and write your message, and we will endeavour to read them out for you throughout the morning, and for that matter throughout the entire day. Okay, so as you said, we are going to be starting this morning with event 401, which is the women's 14 years and under 200 metres freestyle. There are going to be 11 heats in this event. And of course, we will be starting at heat number 1. So we will pass you down to the race officials.
And in Heat 1, we've got Lane 3, Megan Hacking from Great Howard, and Lane 5 is Laura Dawson from Prescott.
So turning at the halfway point there. Lane 5, Laura turning in 1:14.94, with Megan turning in 1:15.48. Nice and close for the first heat and race of the morning. As I said, the fastest entry time, obviously when these were sent in, was from Katie Lee, the City of Salford. Their entry time was 2:13.16, so just something to bear in mind as these heats go through, see if anyone can better that. So we say it's still a Laura out in front as the girls make their way back down for the final time. Still very close though, as you said, both turning on a 1:58. Both the girls' entry times was around about the 2:43 mark. Still neck and neck. Probably lane 5 with just the slightest of the advantage, but not by much. Let's see, going under the flags together. And who's going to come in now to take it? It looks like lane 3. It is Megan, touching in 2:41.7 with Laura in 2:40.73. A few seconds off their entry times there. Well done, ladies. We move on to heat number 2.
And in heat number 2, in lane 2, we've got Charlotte Peel from Winsford. Lane 3 is Elizabeth Adam from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4 is Kira Johnson from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is Abby Rogerson from Preston. Lane 6 is Megan Edwards from Satellite. And lane 7 is Caitlin Hume from Bolton Metro.
Team coaches and managers, if we can now have up to heat number 9 for the 200 freestyle through to marshalling, please. So the ladies go to the pool for the first time. Turning at the 50 mark is Caitlin Hume in lane 7. She went round first in 34.96. Followed by Abby Rogerson of Preston, turning in 35.20. And not far behind them from Leyland Barracudas was Elizabeth Adam in 35.80. So you can see 2, 3, 5 and 7. Nicely bunched together. So the lanes 4 and 6 not far behind. It is lane 7 though, Caitlin Hume, who is around about half a body length in front at the moment. Let's see, she turns around, just over a half a second lead. Caitlin has at the minute over Abby in lane number 5. Said, as you can see, Caitlin and Abby having a nice battle up there, and then lanes 2 and 3. And, Elizabeth and Kiara also working hard. So it is still Caitlin turning first, but literally by nothing. So it's going to be interesting coming back down to home. Also lanes 2 and 3 picking up the pace as well. Yeah, so we have got now, as we said, it is still Caitlin out in front at the moment. And you've got Abby not far behind also in lane number 3, that is Elizabeth working hard. As they go under the flags, let's see the time. Caitlin's going to touch in 2:36.28, Abby 2:37.21, and Elizabeth 2:37.50. Well done, ladies. We move on to heat 3.
And in heat number 3, lane 1 is Erin Waite from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Lily Hanrahan from City of Salford. Lane 3 is Sophie Dixon from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 4 is Annabelle Chan from Whitensford. Lane 5 is Sophie Lee from Southport. Lane 6 is Jessica Brudenell from Satellite. Lane 7 is Jessica Goldsmith from Winsford. And lane 8 is Maisie Geary from Southport.
So as I did say, you can put your good luck messages in if you'd like. And the first one's come in already. I'd like to wish all the luck in the world to all of the Southport swimmers who are racing today. You will all be fab, and that's from Sally Lomax. I'm guessing a nice relaxed day off there. Well done, Sally. Thank you very much for your tweet. Maybe I'm not actually swimming later, not sure, but either way, thank you. Okay, so as we progress in this race, let's have a little look where we're at. Lane number 2 in Lily, out in front at the moment. I said after that it is actually Southport swimmer in lane 5 in Sophie Lee. Lane 7 and 8 going well, and as we said, the rest of the heat nicely bunched together. It says Lily turns there in 1:53.73. It's just under a 3-second lead of lane number 5, who's Sophie Lee. You see the splash coming off the girls' legs as they make their way back down now. Lane number 1, Erin Waite coming back strongly. It is still Lily in 2 out in front though. Sophie still going well, as is Annabelle Chan, who's in lane 4, coming back strongly down this back 50, but it is Lily who's going to take the touch. She comes in at 2:32.39. And second is Sophie Lee, 2:35.25, and Annabelle Chan touching third, 2:35.47. We move on to heat number 4.
And in heat number 4 in lane 1, we've got Tilly Stevens from Crosby. Lane 2 is Lauren Berry from Beppington. Lane 3 is Kate Schillinger from Winsford. Lane 4 is Autumn Claxton from Stockport Metro. Lane 5 is Isabella Fowles from Cockermouth. Lane 6 is Pollyanna Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 7 is Emily Tilburn from Warrington. And lane 8 is Isabella Bonfield from the City of Salford.
Nice and even over the first 50 there. Said everyone turning very closely together. It was Kate in lane 3. He just has a slight advantage though, turning 33.94. As I said, as you can see, in the pool. Very nicely bunched in the middle. Lane 1 and the outside lane's going good as well. So that turn, it was lane 5, Isabella of Cockermouth in the yellow hat, who did turn first. Only with a very slight advantage though. As we said, it's still Isabella out in front at this moment, but lanes 4, 5, 6 and 7 all very close together. Working hard is lane 3 to track them as well. So as they make their way back home, it is a nice race here in the middle of the pool. Lanes 3, 4 and 5. Kate, Autumn and Isabella all working hard to get back to the wall first. Legs are going, especially from lane number 4 in Autumn Claxton, working very hard as she comes into the final 15 metres. She starts to pull away, and as she comes under the flag, Autumn is going to touch the wall first in 2:26.83. Isabella next in 2:29.25 and Kate in 2:29.78. We move on to heat number 5.
And in heat number 5, lane 1 is Lily Rosenwyn from Trafford Metro. Lane 2 is Emily Hall from Warrington. Lane 3 is Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood. And from Wigan Best in lane 4 is Neve Mussel. Also from Wigan Best in lane 5 is Lauren Watson. Lane 6 is Maisie O'Mahony from Cockermouth. Lane 7 is Evie Sampson from Southport. And lane 8 is Lily Broadfoot from Barrow.
Can we have all remaining swimmers for event 401 through to marshalling, please? So taking the first turn there is lane number 4, Neve Mussel, Wigan Best, turning in 32.62. After that is Lily Rose Unwin, sorry, in lane at number 1. She turned around in 33.04. But at the moment, it is lane number 4, as I said, in Neve Mussel, who's got herself around a Neve Mussel body length on everybody else, just a little bit more. She turns in 1:09.18, and that gives her just over a 2-second lead over lane number 1 in Lily Rose. Lane number 3 and 6 working hard here as well, in Emily and Maisie. So turning for the final time is Neve there in 1:46.88. Again, extended her lead slightly over lane number 6, still just under 2.5 second lead there. Now from Maisie in lane number 6. So Neve's entry time was 2:28. She should be open to try and beat that. The rest of the heat coming back towards her though, as Neve's heading in towards the final 15 metres. It is Neve from Maisie, and then in lane number 3, that's Layla. So we'll see as Neve comes under the flags. As we said, she touches the wall in 2:23.62 with an entry time of 2:28. Well done, Neve. Second there goes to Maisie O'Mahony in 2:25.81, and touching the wall third was Layla in 2:28.04. And we move on to heat number 6.
And in heat number 6 in lane 1, we've got Nella Cockers from the county of from the city of Salford. Lane 2 is Amelia Fitzgerald from Winsford. Lane 3 is Joni Dunn from the city of Liverpool. Lane 4 is Kate Roberts from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 5 is Anna Lucas from Preston. Lane 6 is Ania Chisnell from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Nandini Kapoor from Preston. And lane 8 is Lois Anderton from Stretford.
So at the moment it is lane number 5 out in front. There is Honor Luckhurst. She turned first as well in 32.70. Those magic descriptions of a body length in front. That's definitely the case in this one. She turns round in 109.65. Kate Roberts in lane 4 turns round second in 111.39. And then it is lane number 6 going round in 111.55. So at the minute it's still Honor out in front, and said after that it does look like it's lane number 6 in Anaya, who's tracking her in second at the moment. It is very close as well with lanes 3 and 4, and Joni and Kate. As I said, still Honor out in front at the moment though. As I said, lanes 3 and 4 working hard. Has been a bit of a trademark with lane 4 and Kate Roberts coming back strongly. So as I said, at the moment it's Honor out in front. After that we have got Anaya, we've got Kate, and not far behind is Joni Dunn as well. As Honor comes under the flags and touches the wall, and it's in 2:23.35. Touching second was Kate Roberts, and she touched in 2:26.88, and Joni Dunn touched in 2:27.11. We move on to heat 7.
And in heat number 7 in lane 1, we've got Lauren Deney from the Isle of Man. Lane 2 is Isabel Fletcher from Winsford. Lane 3 is Annabelle Rogan from Wirral Metro. Lane 4 is Zara Coombe from Satellite. Lane 5 is Jessica Corder from the City of Salford. Lane 6 is Isabel Hitchmo from Warrington. Lane 7 is Rachel Lewis from Cockermouth. And lane 8 is Eva Webb from Stockport.
So as they're making their way through the first 100, you can see it is lane number 7 at the moment, Rachel Lewis of Cockermouth, who's just out in front. She's going to turn at the 100 mark in 107.75, followed by Zara in lane number 4 in 108.84, and then it was Isabel over in lane 6 in 109.13. There's Rachel Lewis though, still out in front at the moment. We said Rachel does turn first there in 1:44.80, but Isabel in lane 6 has been tracking her very, very well down that 150, and she's working hard here. Coming back through it is lane 6 and 7 out in front. We said Rachel in lane 7 looking as steady as she all the race. But Isabel now in lane number 6 is coming through very strongly as they come into the final 15. Isabel is actually going to come under the flags in front. Is she going to take the touch? Isabel is going to take the touch in 2:21.04. Rachel Lewis in 2:21.13. And Lauren in lane 1, 2:23.78. Now we move on to heat number 8.
And in heat number 8, we've got lane 2, Grace Edwards from Satellite. Lane 3 is Caitlin Postolachi Situ from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Amelia Williams-Blake from Trafford Metro. Lane 5 is Emily Wynne from Bebington. Lane 6, Lily Tipping from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Amelia Gerrard from Warrington Warriors. And lane 8 is Isabel Lloyd from Wigan Best.
Okay, so at the halfway turn, here's Amelia in lane number 4 going round first in 105.81. She's followed by Wigan Best Lily Tipping, who went round in 106.69. After that, it was Amelia Gerrard in lane 7 in 107.87. There is still lane 4 out in front, but 6, 7 and 8 very nicely bunched together. So you said it's still Amelia out in front in 4, and as I said, you've still then got Lily, Amelia and Isabel in 6, 7 and 8 working hard as well. So Amelia in lane number 4 has got around about a 2-second lead, as we said, over 6, 7, lane 6, 7 and 8. Also coming back very strongly now is lane 3 in Caitlin. As we said, still working hard and still out in front is lane 4 and Amelia Williams-Blake, and she's heading towards the flags. After that, it is lane 7 and 8, Amelia and Isabel. Let's see who gets what. Amelia Williams-Blake touches 2:19.20, then it's Amelia Gerrard in 2:20.59. Touching third was Isabel Lloyd in 2:21.02. We move on to heat number 9.
And in heat number 9 in lane 1, we've got Ebony Thorburn from Southport. Lane 2 is Scarlett Robinson from Copeland. Lane 3 is Peyton Chesters from Warrington Warriors. Lane 4 is Alice Volkovaya from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Paige Wu from Stockport Metro. Lane 6 is Kerry Henney from Warrington Warriors. Lane 7 is Emily Wade from Leyland Barracudas. And lane 8 is Lucy Dursley from Wigan Best.
So at the moment, as I said, out in front, it looks like Kerry Henney. It is in lane number 6, turning in 30.38. After that, it's lane 4's Alice Volkovaya. She turned round in 30.85. And turning third was Scarlett Robinson. She went round in 31.35. So as you can see, it is lanes 2, 4 and 6. With Kerry in lane number 6 out in front at the moment. Kerry Henney going round first in 104.06, followed by Alice in lane number 4 in 105.53, and still Scarlett there in third in 106.84. If we haven't already done so, if we can now have up to the first 5 heats of event 402, the men's 14 years and under 50 metre backstroke to marshalling, please. So as it has been, as we said, the entirety of the race so far, it is Kerry out in front on 1:39.10, 2-second lead over Alice Volkovaya, and still running third is Scarlett Robinson. So Kerry's still out in front. Kerry's entry time, if we have a little look there, was 2:19.91. So Kerry touches, as I said, in 2:14.21. Second to touch the wall was Alice Walker-Vaya, 2:17.38. And Scarlett Robinson touching the wall third in 2:20.35. We move on to heat number 10.
And in heat number 10, we've got lane 1, Iris Hurst from Warrington. Also from Warrington in lane 2 is Gabriella Hunt. Lane 3 is Grace Jackson from the City of Salford. And also from City of Salford is lane 4, Emily Blocksage. Lane 5 is Abby Roscoe from Wirral Metro. Lane 6, Olivia O'Mahony from Cockermouth. Lane 7 is Olivia Watts from Warrington. And lane 8 is Clara Spence from Canforth.
So at the first turn it is Grace Jackson going round in 30.92. And then followed by Gabriella Hunt, 31.70. And in third at the turn was Abby Roscoe in 31.94. It is Grace out in front, but then the rest of the heat is all very close together. I imagine you expect some fireworks on the back 100 of this particular one. I say Grace still out in front. You can see Emily starting to put the foot down a little bit there next to her, the two Salford swimmers. So Grace went round in 1:05.28. As we said, she had a second lead over Emily in 1:06.35. After that, I would be guessing it is Abby Roscoe, but it's very hard to see with lane 6 and 7 close to her. I'm going to say at the moment, it looks like Emily's just coming in front of Grace. We'll see on the turn here. Let's have a look at the times. Yeah, Emily goes around first in 1:40.60. Grace is just a half second behind her. So as they come towards the final 15 metres, still Emily out in front. After that, still Grace in second. As I said, Abby Roscoe pushing through into third. Emily comes under the flags and she'll touch the wall at 2:14.85. Second goes to Grace Jackson in 2:17.57. And Abby Roscoe touches the wall third in 2:18.63. We move on to the final heat in this event. This is heat 11.
And this is the last heat, heat 11. In lane 1, we've got Georgia Cowgill from Trafford. Lane 2 is Jasmine Boazes from Warrington. Lane 3 is Gracie Louise Potts from the City of Salford. And in lane 4 is Katie Lee from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Evie Clare from Stockport. Lane 6 is Zara Mann from Preston. Lane 7 is Ava Grace Hodson from Wigan. And lane 8 is Amber Rigg from Cockermouth.
Team coaches and managers, if we can now have up to heat number 8 for 402, the men's 14 years and under 50 metre backstroke to marshalling, please. So at the first turn, it was Katie Lee of Salford. They went round first in 30.94, but as you can see, lanes 3, 4 and 5 close together. Is still Katie out in front. Teammate in lane 3, Gracie Louise Potts, working hard. As is Evie Clare in lane number 5 and lane number 8 in Amber Rigg. So Katie's still out in front at the turn at 1:04.55. Evie Clare turns on a 1:05.49, and then it was Gracie Louise Potts on a 1:05.61. I said Amber Rigg not far behind them either. She went round in 105.77 over in the outside lane, lane number 8. As I said, Katie's still out in front in lane 4. Evie, as we said, in lane 5, working hard. Katie goes round in 139.13. Just under a second lead off Evie Clare in lane 5. Lane 1 coming back very strongly as well, Georgia Cowgill. It is still Katie out in front, Evie still working hard, lanes 4 and 5. After that is still Gracie, I would say, who's out in front just in 3rd position, although Amber and also Georgia in lanes 1 and 8 working hard. Katie's coming under the flags. She touches the wall in 2:13.25. Evie Clare touches in 2:14.24. And Amber Rigg touches the wall in 2:17.11. And that is the end of the 200 metres freestyle. So now we move on to event 402. The boys 14 years and under, 50 metre backstroke. There are 10 heats in this event, and this will be heat number 1.
In heat number 1, lane 3 is Toby Harrison, lane 4 is Cole Hood, and lane 5 is Joshua Thistlewood.
So as you said, with a 50 metre backstroke, off we go. At the moment it is lanes 3 and 4, Toby and Cole. They've got the slight advantage. I would say it is Cole at this moment in time just out in front, but anything can happen as we head in towards the final 15. Joshua still working hard in lane number 5 as well. It is very close indeed, this one. All going to be on the touch to see who wins this heat. And touching the wall first is Cole in a time of 37.89. Toby took second, 38.14, and Joshua in 38.42. We move on to heat 2.
Heat 2, lane 1, Oliver Crosby, lane 2, Lee Scholes, lane 3, Isaac Peat, lane 4, Ben Saxby, lane 5, Johnny Wright, lane 6, Jan Nazareth, lane 7, Ethan Blythe, and lane 8, Leo Talbot.
We have finalists for the 200 metres freestyle. In the 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists from Trafford Metro, Lily Rose Irwin. From Southport is Evie Sampson. From Stockport is Autumn Claxton. From Warrington is Iris Hurst. From Cockermouth is Maisie Hall-Mahoney. Also from Cockermouth is Isabella Fowles. From Winsford is Kate Schlingler. From Warrington Warriors is Emily Hall. And your reserve finalists are Pollyanna Kershaw from Blackpool. And from City of Salford is Lily Hamrahan. And taking a touch on that one was Leo Talbot, in a time of 36.71. We move on to Heat 3.
Heat 3, lane 1, Benji Sutcliffe, lane 2, Porter Tinning, lane 3, Daniel Barton, lane 4, Gerard Burrell Shelokov, lane 5, Elliot Hughes, lane 6, Jack George, lane 7, Samuel Lee, lane 8, Zachary Flitton.
More finalists from the 200 metres freestyle, this time in the 13 years age group. Your finalists from Cockermouth is Rachel Lewis, from Warrington is Amelia Gerard, from Wirral is Abby Roscoe, from Stockport is Evie Clare, from Salford is Emily Bloxage, from Warrington is Olivia Watts, also from Warrington, Isabel Hitchmo, and from Warrington is Jasmine Boazis. Your reserve finalist for that one from Salford is Caitlin Postolaxi-Suchu, and from Stockport is Peichi Wu. Taking that one was Benji Sutcliffe in 36.02. We move to Heat 4.
Heat 4, lane 1, Matthew Foley, lane 2, Benjamin Cook, lane 3, Harrison Dale, lane 4, James Vaughan, lane 5, Isaac Shaw, lane 6, Owen Donnelly, lane 7, Logan Ivinson, and lane 8 is Thomas Rickles.
More finalists from the 200 metres freestyle in the 14 years age group. Your finalists from Trafford Metro, Georgia Cowgill, from Salford is Grace Jackson, from Cockermouth is Amber Rigg, from Salford is Katie Lee, from Warrington is Kerry Henning, from Salford is Alice Volkovaya, also from Salford is Gracie Louise Potts, from Trafford Metro is Amelia Williams-Blake, and your reserve finalists, Olivia O'Mahony from Cockermouth and Scarlett Robinson from Copeland. Touching the wall this time was Thomas Rickles in the time of 35.31. We move on to heat number 5. Any of the finalists from the 200 metres freestyle, you now have 15 minutes to withdraw from the event.
Heat 5, lane 1, Christine O'Connell, lane 2, Ethan Mailer, lane 3, Bomi Shadipo, lane 4, Daniel Coverdy, lane 5, Archie Lorimer, lane 6, Joshua Paul, lane 7, Malik Griffiths, and lane 8, Noah Lazenby Tracy.
Okay, so at the moment, it is looking like lane number 4 and Daniel Coverdy is out in front. It is Daniel as he's making his way under the flags. Let's see what time he's going to touch the wall. He touches in 31.84. Move on to heat number 6.
Heat 6, lane 1, Dylan Madigan, lane 2, Ross Gorn, lane 3, Maximus Lazenby, lane 4, Jack Harmer, lane 5, Luke Makin, lane 6, Max Offord, lane 7, Oscar Hodgson, lane 8, Oliver Stanley.
Can we now have the first 5 heats of event 403, the 14 years and under ladies, 100 backstroke, through to marshalling, please. In a minute, as I say, it looks like lanes 2 and 7. Let me have a look here. It is lanes 2, 6 and 7. Who's going to touch the wall first? It is lane number 6, Max Orford, at a time of 33.84. Ross second in 34.03. And Oscar in 34.10. We move to heat 7.
Heat 7, lane 1 is Caleb Alderman, lane 2 is Luke Brussels, lane 3 Oliver Nutter, lane 4 Flynn Martin, lane 5 Harvey Kane, lane 6 Henry Ball, lane 7 Jacob Camden, lane 8 Fergus Bell.
So Flynn Martin in lane number 4 looks to be out in front at this moment in time as they move into 15 metres of the wall. And it is Flynn Martin. Let's see what time he's going to touch as he gets in. And he takes the touch in 32.39. Move on to heat number 8.
Heat 8, lane 1 is Lewis Brody, lane 2 is Henry Taylor, lane 3 is Finlay Parkinson, lane 4 Isaac Jones, lane 5 Charlie Chadwick, lane 6 Jonathan Waters, lane 7 Isaac Chow and lane 8 Jack Wheeler.
So it is lane number 4 in Isaac Jones. Out in front and under the flags and towards the wall, and Isaac's going to touch in 29.88, Henry Taylor 31.12 and Charlie Chadwick 32.09. Move on to heat number 9.
Heat 9, lane 1 is Simon Harrison, lane 2 Michael Gillespie, lane 3 Burden Orduck, lane 4 Samuel Sutcliffe, lane 5 Joseph Ashley, lane 6 George Dainted, lane 7 Saul Newson Dixon and lane 8 is Dexter Diver.
So as they make their way up the pill this time, it looks like lane number 4 once again, Sam Sutcliffe, who's out in front. He is. Let's see what time Sam will post. Sam touches the wall in a time of 30.24. We move on to the last heat in this event. This is heat 10.
Heat 10, lane 1 is Ethan McGuinness, lane 2 is Max Henderson, lane 3 is Ollie Bottomley, lane 4 Oliver Parry, lane 5 Joshua Hayes, lane 6 Brandon Taylor, lane 7 Finlay Arnold and lane 8 is Charles Foster.
So again, they're making their way down the pool, and it looks once again like lane number 4 is out in front. In Oliver Parry, he is. Let's see what time Oliver's going to register. He touches the ball in 29.68. Okay, so we move on to our next event now, which is event 403, the women's 14 years and under 100 metres backstroke. There are 12 heats in this event. This will be heat number 1.
And in heat number 1, in lane 3, we've got Kira Johnson from Bolton Metro. Lane 4, Lauren Berry from Bebbington. And lane 5 is Megan Templeton from Everton.
Can we now have up to heat number 9 through to marshalling for the women's 14 years and under 100 metres backstroke. So at the first turn it is Megan in lane number 5. She turned in 39.80, followed by Lauren, who went round in 40.39. I'm not too far behind. Was Kira turning in 42.55. So at the moment it is Everton's Megan Templeton with the advantage as they're in the last 15 metres and started to come under the flags. And Megan touches the wall in a time of 1:22.35, with Lauren touching in 1:23.83 and Kira touching in 1:27.79. We move to heat 2.
In heat number 2, in lane 2 is Ava Grimshaw from Great Howard. Lane 3 is Isabella Bunfield from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Zoe Rogers from Trafford Metro, and lane 5 is Jessica Goldsmith from Winsford. Also from Winsford in lane 6 is Molly Lloyd, and lane 7 is Sophia Sugden from Carlisle Aquatics.
Okay, we have some finalists to announce, this time in the men's 50-metre backstroke. In your 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists are from Stockport Metro is Gerard Burrell-Shishlenkov. From Warrington is Zachary Flitton. Workington, I apologise. From Workington is Zachary Flitton. From Wigan Best is James Vaughan. From Winsford is Thomas Rickles. From Southport is Harrison Dale. From Ramsbottom is Benji Sutcliffe. From Bolton Metro is Leo Talbot. And from Leyland Barracudas is Johnny Wright. Your reserve finalist for this one from Ramsbottom was Ben Saxby, and from Trafford Metro was Elliot Hughes. From your 13 years age group, your finalist from Carlisle Aquatics was Oscar Hodgson. From Fleetwood is Dexter Diver. From Crosby is Finlay Arnold. From Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. From Stockport Metro is Daniel Colverdi. From Clitheroe is Archie Lorimer. From Altrincham is Max Orford. And from City of Liverpool is Joshua Paul. Your reserve finalists were Ethan McGuinness from Ramsbottom and Dylan Madican from City of Liverpool. Coming under the flags in lane number 4 is Zoe Rogers, touching in 1:21.23. Move on to heat number 3.
In heat number 3, lane 1 is Isabel Marsh from Carlisle Aquatics. Lane 2 is Imogen McAllister from Workington. Lane 3 is Evie Sampson from Southport. And lane 4, Annabelle Chan from Winsford. Lane 5 is Emily Tapin from Warrington Warriors. Lane 6, Megan Ormiston from Stockport Metro. Lane 7, Hermione Coakley-Hines from Pepington. And lane 8 is Florence Ashton from Cockermouth.
Coming in with some more finalists from the 50-metre backstroke for the men. In this time in your 14 years age group, your finalists from Flixton is Charlie Chadwick. From Warrington Warriors is Joseph Ashley. From the City of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. From Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. From Preston is Isaac Jones. From Stockport Metro is Henry Taylor. From Wigan Best is Joshua Hayes. And from Altrincham is Michael Gillespie. Your reserve finalist for this one from Prescott is Bernard O'Dock. And from Satellite is Simon Harrison. You now have 15 minutes to get in any withdrawals from those finals. Thank you. Okay, so as the swimmers making their way back towards the final 15 metres, it is lane number 4 in Annabelle Chan, who is out in front. And Annabelle will touch the wall in 1:18.91. Second was Emily in 1:21.16, and touching the wall third was Isabel in 1:21.51. And we move to heat 4.
Heat 4, we've got lane 1, Megan Ellis from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2 is Kate Schillinger from Winsford. Lane 3 is Caitlin Postolacci-Situ from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Niamh Mussel from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Pete Pavey from Southport. Lane 6 is Libby Woods from Wigan Best. Lane 7 is Lily Rosenwyn from Trafford Metro. And lane 8 is Olivia Wilson from the City of Salford.
So at the moment, you've got Niamh Mussel as well as Pippa Vey and Libby Woods. And with the latter who's out in front at the moment.
If anybody lost a black sparkly cushion from yesterday, then please go to the entrance table and they've got it there for you. Thank you.
That is right, a black sparkly cushion. If you brought that yesterday, it is down at the entrance of the spectators gallery. Okay, making her way back down the pool in lane number 4, it is Niamh Mussel who's broken away from the rest of the heat. Who, as we said many times, are very close altogether, but it is Niamh still out in front. After that, I would be guessing it is lane number 8 and Olivia, or in lane 6 in Libby Woods. But Niamh is coming under the flags. Niamh touches the wall in 1:15.62. Second is Olivia, touching in 1:17.94, with Libby Woods taking third in 1:18.58. On we go to heat 5.
In heat 5 in lane 1, Lauren Watson from Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Autumn Claxton from Stockport Metro. Lane 3 is Georgia Howard from Wigan Best, and lane 4 is Jessica Corder from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Isabel Wright from Ramsbottom. Lane 6 is Honor Lucas from Preston, and lane 7 is Caitlin Scaife from Southport.
So very even as they make their way through the first 50 metres. Looks like Georgia Howard with the lead in lane number 3 at the moment. Georgia turns in 36.58. Second was Caitlin over in lane 7. Just under a second behind. At the moment it is still Georgia out in front in lane number 3. After that is possibly lane 2 in Autumn Claxton, who's running second. Yeah, Georgia's entry time was 1:18. And she's going to touch the wall in 1:13.23, so 5 seconds off that. Well done, Georgia. Touching second there is Autumn Claxton, and in third was Caitlin Scaife. There was a disqualification in that heat, and it was in lane number 8. We move on to heat number 6.
In heat 6, lane 1 is Joni Dunn from the City of Liverpool. Lane 2 is Elizabeth Curfew from the Isle of Man. Lane 3 is Maisie Mahoney from Cockermouth. Lane 4 is Florrie Coyne from Preston. Lane 5 is Martha Sumnall from Everton. Lane 6 is Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood. Lane 7, Jasmine Cadman from Lancaster. Lane 8, Tilly Collins from Wigan Best.
Can we now have all remaining swimmers for the women's 100 backstroke through to marshalling, please? Okay, so as they go up the first 50 this time, it looks like lane number 6, Layla Lawrenson of Fleetwood. Instead, Layla turns around in 36.69, just over a half-second lead from Florrie in lane number 4. But the rest of the heat coming back very strongly here. It is still Layla out in front, but anyone from lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5 very close together. Layla's still working hard and she's still out in front. Layla's entry time was 1:17 for this one, and she's making her way in. Still working very hard now in lane number 3 is Maisie O'Mahony. She's coming towards the flags as well. But as they come in to touch, it is Layla in 1:15.54 with Maisie in 1:16.15 and Martha in 1:17.11. We move on to heat number 7.
In heat number 7, we've got lane 1, Scarlett Smith from Stockport Metro. Lane 2 is Amelia Gerrard from Warrington Warriors. Lane 3 is Laura David Caterino from Oldham Aquatics. Lane 4 is Olivia Edgar from Chorley Marlins. Lane 5 is Rachel Lewis from Cockermouth. Lane 6 is Eva Webb from Stockport Metro. Lane 7 is Nairi Peach from Bebbington. And lane 8 is Sophie Whittles from the City of Salford.
So at the moment is lane number 4, Olivia Edgar out in front. She turns round, let's have a look, in 35.15. She'll be hoping to repeat a cracking swim from the 50 yesterday. And off she goes. You can see the power as she came up out of the turn. As I said, it is Olivia still out in front at this moment. After that, you've probably got lane 3, is Laura, as well as lane 5, Rachel, working hard. As I said, it's still Olivia out in front at the moment. And running second is Laura in lane number 3. And Olivia reaching out, touching the wall in 1:12.21. Second was Laura David Catrino in 1:15.46 and Rachel Touching in 1:17.06. We move on to heat number 8.
In heat 8, lane 1 is Kate Roberts from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2 is Scarlett Hutchinson-Thompson from Bolton Metro. Lane 3 is Lily O'Neill from Trafford Metro. Lane 4 is Isabel Fletcher from Winsford. Lane 5 is Isabel Lloyd from Wigan Best. Lane 6 is Eloise Perrott from Knutsford. Lane 7 is Emily Hall from Warrington Warriors, and also from Warrington Warriors in lane 8 is Isabel Hitchmore.
Okay, so it is lane number 3, Lily O'Neill, who's out in front at the moment. This time, let's see, Lily turned around in 33.86, a 3-second lead over Eloise in second. Lily working very hard on this one as she comes in towards her final 25 metres. The rest of the heat very close together. So Lily now into the final 15. After that, it's possibly Izzy Lloyd in the middle there in lane 5, but it is very close to call. Lily O'Neill touching the wall in 1:10.30. Cracking time from Lily O'Neill. Taking the touch of second is going to be Wigan Best Izzy Lloyd in 1:15.60 and touching the wall. Third was Isabel Fletcher at 1:15.95. We move on to heat 9.
Heat 9, we've got lane 1, Petra Varga from Wirral Metro. Lane 2, Isla Holland from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Clara Spence from Carnforth. Lane 4 is Avery Grace Hodgson from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Megan Rickles from Winsford. Lane 6 is Scarlett Robinson from Copeland. Lane 7, Peyton Chesters from Warrington Warriors. And lane 8, Amelia Williams-Blake from Trafford Metro.
Well, all very close going through. And up the pool for the first time, possibly lane number 2, Isla Holland. We shall see. Although lane 1's going very well in Petra Varga as well. Petra does go around first in 36.02, followed by Scarlett. Very close indeed this one, as we said. Still working hard, still out in front just is Petra Varga in lane number 1. Isla working hard in 2 as well, as is Clara in lane 3, and over in lane number 5 working hard is Megan Rickles. And 6 now, Scarlett Robinson working hard in this last 15 metres. Looks like Scarlett has a little slight lead here as they come towards the flags, but it's all going to be about the finish. Under the flags into the wall, who's taking the touch? It's Scarlett Robinson in 1:14.51, Megan Rickles 1:15.07, and Clara Spence in 1:15.14. We move on to heat 10.
In heat number 10 in lane 2, we've got Isabella Holmes from Stretford. Lane 3 is Anna Fennick from Satellite. Lane 4 is Olivia Mahoney from Cockermouth. Lane 5 is Evie Cutter from Wigan Best. Lane 6, Sadie Williston from Preston. Lane 7, Kaya Reynolds from Isle of Man. And lane 8 is Olivia Watts from Warrington Warriors.
So at the moment, Evie turning first in 34.13. She makes her way back down the pool. Also lane number 3 in Anna. Going well. They're coming through into the final 25. It is still Evie out in front in lane number 5. They're making their way towards the final 5 metres. Evie's still out in front, but catching up is lanes 4 and 3 as well. Well, they come into the wall. Evie touches it in 1:11.34. Olivia second in 1:12.59. And third is Anna in 1:13.17.
In heat 11, we've got lane 1, Ella Grace Lawson from Warrington Warriors. Lane 2 is Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. Lane 3 is Kerry Henry from Warrington Warriors. And lane 4 is Alice Volkovaya from the City of Salford. Lane 5 is Lily Horton from Royal Metro. Lane 6 is Gracie Louise Potts from the City of Salford. Lane 7 is Megan Kenningley from Stafford Metro. And lane 8 is Ruby Thomas from Winsford.
So at the moment is lane number 4 out in front, Alice Volkovaya. Alice turns around in 33.82, over just short of a second and a half lead over Kerry Henny in lane number 3. So they're making their way back down the pool. As we said, it is still Alice out in front in lane number 4. Lanes 2 and 3, Hannah Lee and Kerry Henny coming next. And so still Alice as we move into the final 15. And as Alice comes under the flags, let's see what time she's going to touch the wall on. It's a 1:10.26 for Alice. Coming in second was Kerry Henny, 1:12.53. Touching the wall third was Megan Kinningley in 1:13.41. We move on to the last heat in this event. This is heat number 12.
And in this last heat, heat 12, we've got lane 1, Olivia Penellan from Ulverston. Lane 2 is Emily Roberts from Alsager. Lane 3 is Gabrielle McCulloch from the City of Salford. Lane 4 is Isabel Littrott from Wigan Best. Lane 5 is Peachy Wu from Stockport. Lane 6 is Amber Rigg from Cockermouth. Lane 7, Iris Hurst from Warrington. And lane 8 is Ebony Thorburn from Southport.
Well, having a flyer of the first 50, there it is, lane number 4. And, as we said, Isabel Littrop turning in 32.36. Next to turn was Peachy Wu in 34.06. So they made their way back down the pool. It is still Isabel out in front. As I said, Isabel came in with the fastest entry time on a 1:07.25, so we'll see what she registers. Rest of the heat is very close, actually. As we said, you've got Isabel in front, but then you've got lanes 5 and 6. Amber Rigg coming back strong in 6 with Peachy next to her in lane 5. But as Isabel comes under the wall, under the flags and into the wall, it's a 1:07.32. Next to touch is Amber Rigg in a 1:11 dead, and touching the wall third was Peachy Wu in a time of 1:11.52. Okay, there we go. As we said, that is your 100-metre backstroke finish. We now move on to event 404, the men's 14 years and under 1500 metre freestyle. There are 2 heats in this event. This is heat 1.
And in this heat 1, we've got lane 2, Edward Marr from Winsford. Lane 3, William Grundy from Bolton Metro. Lane 4 is Alfie Bloor from Winsford. Lane 5 is Thomas O'Brien from Stockport Metro. Lane 6 is William Kershaw from Blackwell Aquatics. And lane 7 is Thomas Bidgood from Satellite. I've got the finals for the women's 14 years and under 100 metre backstroke. So these are the finals in the 11 and 12 years age group. Your finalists are Olivia Wilson from the City of Salford, Autumn Claxton from Stockport Metro. Third is Maisie O'Mahony from Cockermouth. Fourth, Georgia Howard from Wigan Best. We've got Iris Hurst from Warrington, Martha Simnell from Everton, Emily Hall from Warrington, Annabelle Chan from Winsford. And your reserve finalists are Kate Schillinger from Winsford and Emily Tapen from Warrington. In the 13 years age group, we've got Laura David Caterino from Oldham Aquatics, Ella Grace Lawson from Warrington, Olivia Edgar from Chorley Marlins, Evie Cutter from Wigan Best, Peichi Wu from Stockport Metro, Gabrielle McCulloch from the City of Salford, Olivia Watts from Warrington, Layla Lawrenson from Fleetwood. And your reserve finalist for this one is Neve Mussel from Wigan Best and Isabel Fletcher from Winsford. And in the 14 years age group, your finalists are Ebony Thorburn from Southport, Kerry Henney from Warrington, Lily O'Neill from Trafford, Isabel Liptrot from Wigan Best, Alice Volkovaya from the City of Salford, Amber Rigg from Cockermouth, and also from Cockermouth, Olivia O'Mahony, Anna Fennick from Satellite. And your reserve finalists are Megan Kenningley from Stockport Metro and Hannah Lee from Wigan Best. You now have 15 minutes for any withdrawals. Just want to let you know that due to an earlier issue that we've had this morning, please can you make sure that all your bags stay with you, that bags are not left unattended at all, please. Make sure that somebody knows where your bag is if you haven't got it, because we must make sure that you have all your bags with you. And if you do leave your bag unattended, then it's purely at your own risk. So please make sure that all your bags are looked after properly, because we have had an earlier issue this morning. Lanes 4 and 5 just coming under the flags now, and the winner of this heat is Thomas O'Brien, finishing 19:39.28, followed by Alfie Bloor in second place, 19:40.65, and third place William Grundy in 19:45.47, and the final swimmers are just coming up to their last lap now. Moving on now. Moving on now to heat number 2. Okay, can the swimmers who are currently on the blocks, can you just step down and just relax for a minute? Okay, if you just step down for a minute. Thank you. Just a few minutes delay before before the start of this final heat. Okay, we're moving on now to Heat 2, which is the last heat of this event. And in this heat, we've got 8 swimmers. So lane number 1 is Cody Bridge from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2 is Jack Seddon from Bolton Metro. Lane 3 is Matthew Soers from Wigan Best. Lane 4 is Joshua Keogh from Bolton Metro. Lane 5 is George Dainty from Warrington Warriors. Lane 6 is Benjamin Ross from the City of Salford. Lane 7 is Lewis Brodie from Stockport Metro. And lane 8 is Jack Hammer from Satellite.
So just a reminder for this afternoon and the warm-up times. Warm-up will be for the gentlemen first this afternoon. That'll be at 12:20. And that warm-up will go through till 1:45, and then the women's warm-up will be 1:45 till 1:10 with a race start time of 1:15. So we said, obviously, once this race has been completed, we'll be heading towards our finals, which include the 200 freestyle for the ladies, the 50 metre backstroke for the gentlemen, and the 100 metres backstroke, as we said, for the ladies. So we got that to look forward to. But at the moment, in the pool, we've got lanes 4 and 5, and Joshua and George. Only 1/10 splitting them there on that particular turn, the 300 metre mark. So at the 500 metre turn there, and again you've got Joshua and George. Joshua with a 1/100th of the lead off the turn, as we said. Pacing each other nicely, George and Joshua at the moment. Following them in lane number 6 is Benjamin Ross. As we said, the city of Salford. He turned around that time in 5:56.74. And running fourth at the moment from Wigan Best is Matthew Saws. He turned around in 6:02.32. as you can see, George and Joshua still very close to one another. As I said, Benjamin still running third with Matthew in fourth. Lanes 1 and 2, and Cody and Jack working hard, again pacing each other at the moment. At the halfway point there, let me see, 750 metres. George just in front of Joshua, but only by 3/10. Yeah, so once again, just to run through warm-up times and start times for you this afternoon. The men's warm-up will start at 12:20 and that'll go through to 12:45. The women will be warming up at 12:45 till 1:10 and we will start racing at 1:15. Okay, so racing will begin at 1:15 this afternoon. So as we said from the outset, we've still got lanes 4 and 5, Joshua and George. There's always wait to the back end of the race to find out exactly what's going to go on, who's going to win the particular heat, so we shall see. Still running third is Benjamin, and then of course in fourth is Matthew Swords. So he said, here we go, lanes 4 and 5, Joshua and George now hearing the bells. They make their way up the pool, who's going to have what left in the tank. They've tracked each other all the way through this particular heat. Particular has definitely been my buzzword this morning. I'm going to get rid of that for this afternoon. As they made their way down the pool, as we said, it is George and Joshua in lanes 4 and 5. Now here they go, they're going to take the turn. Literally around about 1/10 between them as they make their way back down. Looks like lane number 5. Looks like lane number 5, but every time you're thinking it, you say George, but Joshua coming back strong. And that's the bell you can hear for Benjamin. The boys are coming back into the final 15 though, George and Joshua. Who's going to take it? They go under the flags, I still can't tell. Here we go. Who takes the touch? It is Joshua Keogh in 17:13.25. George touches in 17:13.41. So, well done boys. Fantastic racing. So he said as they're making their way back up the pool though, Benjamin now over in lane number 6. He's heading towards his final turn. So as I said, Benjamin is on his way back down in lane number 6, coming through for his final 25. Matthew Swords in lane number 3 has also turned around for the final time. So Benjamin there touches the wall in 18 minutes 10:56. Well done, Benjamin. Matthew Swords is making his way under the flags and into the final 5 metres. And Matthew is going to touch the wall in 18:24.31. So next to come towards the finish is lanes 1 and 2. Jack Seddon touching the wall in 18:49.35. Cody Bridge finishing in 18:51.75. Next to come in, Lewis over in lane number 7 touching the wall in 19:01.01. If we haven't already done so, can we have the swimmers for the 200 metres freestyle through to marshalling, please? Coming under the flags and into the wall, lane number 8, Jack Harmer, and he touches the wall there in 19:26.93. Well done, swimmers. Okay then, so as I said, we do have 3 sets of finals to get through now. So firstly, it's going to be the women's 200 metres freestyle. After that, we're going to go on to the men's 50 backstroke. And finishing the finals off this morning will be the women's 100 metres backstroke. Okay then, so off we go with event 405, which is going to be the women's 11 and 12 years 200 metres freestyle final. Introducing your finalists. In lane number 1 from Trafford Metro is Lily Rose Unwin. In lane number 2 from Southport is Evie Sampson. In lane number 3 from Stockport Metro is Autumn Claxton. In lane number 4 from Warrington Warriors is Iris Hurst. In lane number 5 from Cockermouth is Maisie O'Mahony. In lane number 6, also from Cockermouth, is Isabella Fowles. In lane 7 from Winsford is Kate Schlinger. And in lane number 8 from Warrington Warriors is Emily Hall. Okay, just some results to read out for you from the 1500 metres freestyle. In your 11 and 12 years age group, your winner in a time of 20 minutes 0625 from Blackpool Aquatics was William Kershaw. In your 13 years age group, in 3rd place from Satellite was Thomas Biggood. In 2nd place from Bolton Metro was William Grundy. And in 1st place in a time of 18:24.31 from Wigan Best was Matthew Saws. Moving on to your 14 years age group, in 3rd place from the City of Salford was Benjamin Ross. In 2nd place from Warrington Warriors was George Danteith. And in 1st place in a time of 17 minutes 13 seconds .25 from Bolton Metro, Joshua Keogh. Okay, so back to this first final, and at the moment it is lane number 4 in Iris Hurst from Warrington, who is out in front as the girls make their way down the pool and for the 100 metre turn. So Iris does turn first in a time of 1:09.75. That gives her just short of a second over lane number 5, Maisie Mahoney. or O'Mahony should I say. And in third place was Autumn Claxton at the turn. After watching the swimming for a day and a half now, we know some of these ladies do have very, very strong final 50s. So we can imagine, or we should see some fireworks off the turn. Like I say, at the moment it is still Iris out in front with Maisie in lane number 5 next to her. After that, lane 6 and 7 are very close together in Isabella and Kate. But here we go, here's the turn. Iris goes round first in 1:47.29. Again, around about 3/4 of a second on Maisie. As we said, as I just alluded to, the swimmers made their way back down now. Strong finishes coming. It is still Iris out in front in lane number 4, but lane number 5 in Maisie working hard to track her down. Is she going to have the pull? Is Iris going to be able to hold on? We're into the final 15. Iris just seems to find an extra little gear there as she comes under the flags. It is going to be Iris who's going to take the touch, and she goes in at a time of 2:22.92. Maisie touches second, 2:23.88, and Autumn touches third in 2:27.25.
Moving on now to event 406, which is the women 13 years 200 metre freestyle final. In lane 1, we've got Rachel Lewis from Cockermouth. In lane 2, from Warrington Warriors, is Amelia Gerard. In lane 3, from Wirral Metro, is Abby Roscoe. In lane 4, from Stockport Metro, is Evie Clare. In lane 5, from the city of Salford, is Emily Blocksage. In lane 6, from Warrington Warriors, is Olivia Watts. In lane 7, also from Warrington Warriors, is Isabel Hitchmo. And also from Warrington Warriors, in lane 8, is Jasmine Boazes.
So I'm looking forward to this one. Can sit back and relax and watch some good racing in this 200 metre final. As they make their way up the pool for the first time, very even so far. If anything, looks like lane number 3. I'm saying Abby Roscoe just leading the way at the moment. It's Emily Blocksage who turns first, so in 31.21, but literally Abby Roscoe and Evie Clare were 5 100ths and 6 100ths behind, so absolutely nothing through these three over the first 50, and as they make their way back down through 75. Still Abby, Evie and Emily. Got some results from the 11 and 12 years 200 metres freestyle final. In third place from Stockport Metro was Autumn Claxton. In second place from Cockermouth was Maisie O'Mahony. And your winner in a time of 2:22.92 from Warrington Warriors was Iris Hurst. So as you can see now, it is Emily who's out in front. Going second at the moment is Evie Clare. Abby Roscoe is running third at the moment, as well as lane number 6 and Olivia Watts going well. Emily turns in 1:38.06, with Evie Clare turning second, just over a second and a half behind. And Abby Roscoe running third. So it is Emily still out in front, Evie still second and Abby still third. Lanes 1, 2 working very hard as well. We say Emily coming in towards the final 15 metres now. And she's going to come in, is Amelie, and she's going to touch the wall in 2:11.16. Evie Clare's going to come next in 2:13.76. And Abby Roscoe comes third in 2:16.88. Alright, so we move on to our next final, which is event 407, the women's 14 years, 200 metres freestyle final. Introducing your finalists. In lane 1 from Trafford Metro is Georgia Cowgill. In lane number 2 from the city of Salford is Grace Jackson. In lane number 3 from Cockermouth is Amber Rigg. In lane number 4 from the city of Salford is Katie Lee. In lane number 5 from Warrington Warriors is Kerry Henney. In lane number 6 from the city of Salford is Alice Volkovaya. In lane number 7 from the city of Salford is Gracie Louise Potts. And in lane number 8 from Trafford Metro is Amelia Williams Blake. In event 406, and there was a disqualification to announce, and that was in lane number 2. But sticking with event 406, we've got the results to announce for you. So in third place from Wirral Metro was Abby Roscoe. In second place from Stockport Metro was Evie Clare, and in first place in a time of 2:11.16 from the city of Salford was Amelie Bloxage. Okay, so the girls are already back for the halfway turn. And it is Katie Lee turning first in 1:04.73, but Kerry Henney is only 2 tenths behind, turning in 1:04.98. After that, you've got lanes 1, 2, 3. I'll say lane 3 at the moment in Amber Rigg, who's running third. Although lane number 8 and Amelia is also doing well. But for the moment, we go back to the golden lanes in lanes 4 and 5. It is Katie who's still out in front at the moment. This time, Katie turns in 1:38.79. Kerry Henney is just over a second behind there. She turns in 1:39.89. So as the girls make their way back down the pool, it is Katie still out in front. Although Kerry is working hard to try and catch her here as we're coming to the final 25. Katie working hard, so is Kerry, to try and close the gap. It is going to be Katie though, as she makes her way under the flags. What time is she going to register? Let me see. Katie's 2:12.41, Kerry Henney 2:14.27, and Amber Rigg 2:15.28.
Moving on now to event 408, which is the men 11 and 12 years old 50 metre backstroke final. In lane 1, we've got Gerard Borrell Shilokoff from Stockport Metro. In lane 2, we've got Zachary Flitton from Workington. Lane 3 from Wigan Best is James Vaughan. And in lane 4 from Winsford is Thomas Rickles. In lane 5 from Southport is Harrison Dale. In lane 6 from Ramsbottom is Benji Sutcliffe. In lane 7 from Bolton Metro is Leo Talbot. And in lane 8 from Leyland Barracudas is Johnny Wright.
So off we go with this first 50-metre backstroke final. Good start, sir, for lanes 3 and 6. Results from the 200 freestyle 14 years age group. In third place from Cockermouth was Amber Rigg. Second place from Warrington Warriors was Kerry Henney. And your winner in 2:12.41 from the city of Salford, Katie Lee. So they're making their way through into the final 15 metres. Looks like lane number 4 in Thomas Rickles. Although lane 2 working very hard indeed in Zachary Flitton. Who's going to take the touch? It is Thomas Rickles in 35.14. Zachary touches 35.12. And Benji Sutcliffe touched the ball in 36.07. Okay, so we move on. So we move on now to event 409, which is the men's 13 years 50-metre backstroke final. Introducing your finalists. In lane 1 from Carlisle Aquatics is Oscar Hodgson. In lane 2 from Fleetwood is Dexter Diver. In lane number 3 from Crosby is Finley Arnold. In lane number 4 from Ramsbottom is Samuel Sutcliffe. In lane number 5 from Stockport Metro is Daniel Colverdi. In lane number 6 from Clitheroe is Archie Lorimer. In lane number 7 from Altrincham is Max Orford. And in lane number 8 from the city of Liverpool is Joshua Paul. So results from the 11 and 12 50 backstroke. In third place from Ramsbottom, Benji Sutcliffe. In second place from Workington, Zachary Flitton. And your winner in a time of 35.14 from Winsford was Thomas Rickles. So as the boys make their way through the first 25, it is lane number 4 in the shape of Samuel Sutcliffe, who's out in front. He's being chased by Daniel Colverdi. And as they make their way into the final 15 or 10 metres, should I say, it is Sam Sutcliffe out in front. Let's see what time he's going to take the wall on. Sam Sutcliffe touches in 30.39. Daniel Colverdi in 31.01. And Finley Arnold 32.42.
Moving on now to event 410, men 14 years, 50-metre backstroke final. In lane 1 from Flixton, we've got Charlie Chadwick. In lane 2 from Warrington Warriors is Joseph Ashley. In lane 3 from the city of Salford is Ollie Bottomley. And in lane 4 from Oldham Aquatics is Oliver Parry. In lane 5 from Preston is Isaac Jones. In lane 6 from Stockport Metro is Henry Taylor. In lane 7 from Wigan Best is Joshua Hayes. And in lane 8 from Altrincham is Michael Gillespie.
So results from the 13 years 50 metre backstroke final. In third place from Crosby was Finley Arnold. In second place from Stockport Metro was Daniel Colverdi. And in first place in a time of 30.39 from Ramsbottom was Samuel Sutcliffe. Off they go through the 25. Looks like it is lane 4 at the moment in Oliver Parry, who's just out in front. Lane 5 giving chase in Isaac Jones though. It is Oliver Parry though starting to power away as he goes under the flags. And Oliver will touch the wall in time of 29.64. Very close for second and third there. Henry Taylor touching 30.56 and Isaac Jones in 30.58. Okay, so we move on to our final set of finals for this morning. And first up is event 411, which is the women's 11 and 12 years 100 metres backstroke final. Introducing your finalists, in lane number 1 from the city of Salford is Olivia Wilson. In lane number 2 from Stockport Metro is Autumn Claxton. In lane number 3 from Cockermouth is Maisie O'Mahony. In lane number 4 from Wigan Best is Georgia Howard. In lane number 5 from Warrington Warriors is Iris Hurst. In lane number 6 from Everton is Martha Sumnall. In lane number 7 from Warrington Warriors is Emily Hall. And in lane number 8 from Winsford, Annabelle Chan. So, with more results for you from the 14 years age group 50 metre backstroke. In third place from Preston was Isaac Jones. Second place from Stockport Metro was Henry Taylor. And in first place at a time of 29.64 from Oldham Aquatics was Oliver Parry. So at the moment it's lane number 5 who's gone out fastest in Iris Hurst. Georgia Howard in 4 is working hard to try and catch her. But as they turn at this moment in time, it is Iris out in front by just over half a second over Georgia. Annabelle Chan turned third as well. Oh, here we go as they're making their way back down the pool. Iris is out in front, but Georgia is coming back very strongly indeed. After that, it looks like lane number 3, Maisie O'Mahony, is making her way back down. Iris still out in front, however, in lane number 5. So Iris is coming into the final 10 metres. Georgia still working hard to try and catch her, but as Iris comes under the flags, who's going to take the touch? It is going to be Iris Hurst in 1:12.01, with Georgia Howard touching in 1:12.78 and Maisie O'Mahony in 1:15.40.
Moving on now to event 412 is the women 13 years 100 metre backstroke final. In lane 1 from Oldham Aquatics, we've got Laura David Caterino. In lane 2 from Warrington Warriors is Ella Grace Lawson. In lane 3 from Chorley Marlins is Olivia Edgar. And in lane 4 from Wigan Best is Evie Cutter. In lane 5 from Stockport Metro is Peichi Wu. In lane 6 from the city of Salford is Gabrielle McCulloch. In lane 7 from Warrington Warriors is Olivia Watts. And in lane 8 from Fleetwood is Layla Lawrenson.
Okay, running through some results for you from the 11 and 12 years 100 backstroke. In third place from Cockermouth was Maisie Holmahoney. In second place from Wigan Best was Georgia Howard. And in first place in a time of 1:12:01, Warrington Warriors, Iris Hurst. So at the moment it looks like it is Paige who's out in front with Evie tracking her in lanes 4 and 5. Not far behind is Olivia Edgar, as well as Gabrielle McCulloch over in lane 6. But as they turn for the first time, it is Paige who's out in front with Evie just around 3/10 behind her. Olivia Edgar, a cracking turn there as well. As is Gabrielle McCulloch, who's coming back strongly down this one. Trying to keep my cool as they're coming through the final 25. Paige is still out in front. Olivia Edgar working hard to track down Evie, who was in second. Gabrielle McCulloch not giving up the fight as well. As we come into the final 15, it is still Paige. Evie's still working hard though. And they're coming into the final 5. It's going to be on the touch. Who's going to take it? I think Paige might have this, but we will see. It is Paige winning a time of 1:10:05. Second goes to Evie Cutter in 1:10:37. And Olivia Edgar touching the wall in 1:11:20. Okay, so we move on to the final of the morning. This is event 413, the women's 14 years 100 metre backstroke final. Introducing your finalists in lane number 1 from Southport is Ebony Thorburn. In lane 2 from Warrington Warriors is Kerry Henney. In lane number 3 from Trafford Metro is Lily O'Neill. In lane number 4 from Wigan Best is Isabel Littrott. In lane number 5 from the city of Salford is Alice Volkovaya. In lane number 6 from Cockermouth is Amber Rigg. In lane number 7 from Cockermouth is Olivia O'Mahony. And in lane number 8 from Satellite is Anna Fenwick. All right, just to give the results from the women's 13 years 100 metre backstroke final. In third place from Charlie Marlins was Olivia Edgar. In second place from Wigan Best was Evie Cutter. And in first place in a time of 1:10:05 from Stockport Metro was Paige Wu. So again, for the final, as we said, it is at the moment Isabel Littrott who is out in front as she comes round to turn. As I said, we get the times up for us. There Isabel comes round, as we said, in 32.821. Alice Volkovaya was running second with Lily O'Neill third. Well, as we come back down, it is still Wigan Best Isabel Littrott in lane number 4 who is out in front. Alice Volkovaya in lane number 5 working hard, as is lanes number 3 and 5 as well. There's Lily and Amber, but as they're coming under the flags, it is still at the moment Isabel Littrott. Alice Volkovaya working hard, but it is Isabel Littrott in 1:08:27, Alice Volkovaya in 1:09:68, and Lily O'Neill touches in 1:10:52. Okay, so as we said, that's the race is concluded this morning. Just as a reminder, men's warm-up is at 12:20 to 12:45. Women are warming up from 12:45 till 1:10 and racing starts at 1:15. Officials, thank you very much. If you can please now leave the pool deck. Thank you.